Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the best armor sets in Hypixel Skyblock. Now, I've been spending ages grinding on this video, so if you do enjoy, please subscribe, but let's get straight into the action. Now, the first armor set I'm going to show you is, the first one you want to get probably is the Mushroom Armor. Now, this will give you a ton of health early game if you, if it's night time and you get growth and protection on these. This isn't a very good example, but you want something like that, but you need to reforge it as well because it will give you double stats. So it's pretty good, honestly, a pretty good early game set. It gives you 984 health, 250 defense, but that does include some fairy souls, so it's not that good. It's pretty decent, I'd say. I'd say it's probably one of the first armor sets you're going to want to get. I don't know, yeah, it's quite good. At night time, it will do you well for like the first few fire trials. Maybe you get the second one. But yeah, that is the Mushroom Armor. Now, next one, I'm going to have to switch profiles quickly because it is on the other profile. Because I think I gave mine away on this profile. But if we head on to the solo profile, I have currently got on Ender Armor, which is really good, honestly. So in the end, if I go to the end quickly, basically, it gives you double stats in the end. So when you're grinding through the different layers of the Enderman, so you get like 4,500, 6,000, 9,000, you'll get a lot more health and a lot more damage as well. Because the reforges are also doubled, so I will get 28% crit chance instead of 14, or crit damage. So I do 6,393 damage with just this and this. So that is really good early game set, and 952 health, 500 defense. I actually somehow got more with Mushroom Armor, but that is because I have more fairy souls on the other profile. So yeah, that is a really good set, honestly. Ender Armor, I would definitely recommend it. It does cost around 200,000 coins, so you might have to splurge out a bit. I would buy it from the auction house unless you want to spend ages grinding Enderman, and you probably can't even one-shot the Enderman yet if you don't have Ender Armor. So yeah, definitely would recommend. Along with that, you will need Talismans and a Raider's Axe to one-hit these Endermen, but I definitely recommend doing so. Hopefully we can head back onto this profile now. No, you have to wait a few seconds. But yeah, Ender Armor, very good set. Honestly, would definitely get this. It's epic as well, so the reforges are really good. And you can get a lot done with Ender Armor, honestly. Until you head into like dungeons, this is all you're really going to need, Ender Armor. But if we head back onto the other profile, I have a few more to show you. Now, next up, I'm going to show you the Dragon Armors, I think. I think I'll get straight into... Actually, no, we've got some heavy armor first. So this is probably one of the first dungeon sets you're going to want to get. I have it 3-starred because I had a lot of essence lying around. So this is a decent... If you don't have any Dragon Armor, this will be your go-to dungeon set probably early on, because it gives you a ton of defense. It's like a better version of Hardened Diamond. And in dungeons, it will give me, see here, 217 defense, which is really good. Also, I wanted to show off, so obviously you've got Hardened Diamond here. It's probably quite a lot, yeah, it's quite a lot worse than my other, than Heavy Armor. It's like a B-Tech version of that, I'd say. And the Titanic Zombie Knight Helmet. Now, these ones, they're going to be really good, but you have to have Catacombs 14. I don't actually have that, so I can't wear it. I bought the set not knowing that I didn't have the Catacombs level for it, because I really don't play dungeons very much, if you didn't know. But next, we're going to show you the... Actually, should I put these on? I'll put on the... let's see how much health and defense this gives me. So outside of dungeons, it actually doesn't give me very much health, but it gives me a lot of defense, which is really good. In dungeons, it will give me a lot more stuff. Now, because I have it on Titanic, in dungeons, it will give me a bunch more health, which is great. It'll give me 140 HP, similar per piece, yeah, which is really good. But I have got some pieces on Fierce, which is a good way to get some extra damage. Right, now, onto the Dragon Armors. Now, I definitely don't recommend going for anything but these two. I don't know, maybe you could argue that Young Dragon Armor is worth it, but Strong and Wise are the best two, I'd say. So Strong is really good if you have a aspect of the end, because it buffs it by 75 damage, which is amazing. It also buffs the instant transmission, so I can teleport further than I used to be able to, which is really good. But you can basically one-hit Zealots with this setup, and also you can get a Warped Reforged Stone, which costs around, I think, 4 million coins. and you can put that on here, and you'll get a ton more damage. Now that will make it do around probably somewhere from 80,000 damage onwards, which is insane. That's a lot more than this does. But I don't want to wear strong armor all the time and get I don't really want to get a warped reforged stone. So it's like a trade-off, honestly, because if you want to do lots of damage, it's a good set. But for health, there's a lot more better ones. Now, Wise is a great mage armor. Now, I definitely recommend this because I have a Bonzo staff. It gives me enough mana to just spray this around the place, which is really good. I actually don't... Since the new enchanting update, my ultimate Wise enchantment doesn't actually work because I need one more enchanting level for me to be able to use it, I think. Yeah, enchanting 20, I get ultimate Wise, which is really weird. So I can only get 40. It still costs me 40 mana to use one of these, which is annoying. But yeah, it's a really good set. Honestly, I wore this for a long time. I have a necrotic reforge. Now you get that from a certain reforge stone. I can't remember which one. Which is really good, and it also has Wise Blood, so abilities cost 1/3 of the mana, so this costs 33 mana, which is amazing. So if you pair that with Ultimate Wise, you'll end up with a very cheap mana usage, so you can do quite a lot with that. With my Bonzo staff, in dungeons, this will give me 450 extra mana, if you see there, 462 extra, so I'll end up with around like 1,200-ish, which is really good. I am stuck in the cocoa beans. But yeah, that is one of the best mage setups early game, or relatively early game, mid game. It costs around, most of the dragon sets are 1 to 2 mil, that's a decent price, honestly. It's not that much. Next up, I'm going to show you one I've spent ages and ages grinding for. This is literally why I had to delay this video by ages, because it's the Mastiff Armor. Now, you saw me wearing this earlier. It is insane, honestly. So, wait, let me just show you quickly. My effective max HP with Wise, which I think is my best other armor, is 9... Oh, wait, no. It still hasn't updated. Yeah, my effective max HP at the bottom there is 8,234. So, that's how much health I have combining the defense. But then if you switch to Mastiff, which gets rid of all of your defense and gives you a lot of health, in my aspect of the dragons in hand, I have 17,000 HP, which is much higher. Even without the defense, it's still higher than my max HP by 10,000, which is ridiculous. So this is an insane set. You get this one through Slayers, which is quite difficult to do. I've done, over the past 2 days, I've done 11 tier 3 Svens, which is really difficult. So it's in Sven level 4. Right here, Mastiff Armor. It's very expensive. So these golden there's a lot of enchanted gold and a lot of enchanted diamonds, as well as a lot of enchanted dark oak wood. So it's basically that, and change out the gold for diamonds, and then these golden tooth, you make them like that, wolf teeth and 32 enchanted gold. So yeah, that is a really difficult one to get, but I would definitely recommend it. Now I'll show you some of the benefits of this one. I was just doing the fire trial, and I've managed to get my fire trial talisman up to a very high level. Now I'll show you how I did that real quick. Now I believe to get much higher in the, I'm either going to need to increase my crit chance, or my crit damage, or I'm going to need to use a wither cloak sword. Now I can't remember how you get that, but you see everyone like with these charged creeper particles around them, and that makes them invincible to damage during the fire trial. It's meant to be patched, but they didn't actually do it. But if you see now, I am on fire trial 19, and I think I'm 3 away from the next level, which is really cool. I'd highly recommend getting, I didn't actually know this was a thing, but regen 7 potions are actually really easy to brew. You just need an enchanted ghast here, and then enchanted glowstone, which is quite easy to get, and then you can add a enchanted redstone to it to make it even better. But yeah, that is basically all of the armor sets I can think of that are going to be worth your while getting. Later game, I'd say, let me go back to the hub, I'd say you want to go for Shadow Assassin. Now that is one of the most difficult armors to get, mainly because it has, I believe, a Catacombs requirement of something ridiculous, so that's going to be a bit difficult for you to get, but I'd highly recommend it anyway. Let me go check quickly in the auction house how much that costs. But yeah, I work really hard on these videos, so if you could subscribe, it's free, and you can always unsubscribe later, so I definitely I hope you can do that. if we head in here, so Shadow Assassin, let's see how much that will cost. This is on highest price, isn't it? Lowest price being, so the goggles are the cheapest at 1 mil. That's not actually that much, but I do not have Catacombs Floor 5 completion, and the expensive part about this is the chest plate. Now I believe if I go to show all, if there's any chest plates here, look, 26 million coins. Now that is ridiculous. It also grants +1 crit damage per Catacombs level, which will be really good actually. And I'm trying to think. I think there's a thing. No, that's with the Livid Dagger, isn't it? So I'd highly recommend comboing this set with a Livid Dagger, and you'll get a bunch of damage and also good defense and health, which is very important for dungeons. And you can also star that armor very easily. So it's a definite end game, really good set. So I'd recommend that one as well. But yeah, that is basically all of the sets I can think of. So if you did enjoy, please subscribe. But I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.